Alright, this is your next steps in the kitchen project. After you've selected the cabinets and your appliances, you are now moving forward, and this is the slide I'm going to explain. There's a lot of things going on this slide, so just in case you forget after I demo this in class, you can go back to this video and check it out. So I'm going to pretend I'm option A, the Max Kitchen. And so the first thing, we're going to kind of skip through this because you're not option C, and go to step number 2, which is loading in all the cabinets and appliances that you chose. So once you open up your Revit file, you're going to go to the Architecture tab and click on Component. So you'll go to Component, go to Load Family, and then you're going to find the kitchen cabinet file that you decided on. So that should be in the Teacher Revit families that were provided for you. So just click into those. Go to Kitchen, Cabinets, and then you should have selected one of these. So I'm just going to use number 11 as my example. Then I'm going to go to Base Cabinets. We're just focusing on Base Cabinets right now. I'm going to highlight them all and hit Open. This might take some time because it has to update all of the kitchen cabinets. So it might take some time to do that. So just sit there and wait. So you'll watch it kind of update each of the models. As you see here, it's updating the cabinet files from a 2015 model to the current version of 2017. Once all your cabinets are loaded in, I want you to open and insert one of each of the different types of cabinets. So just grab one. You might have multiple sizes of the same thing. Just grab one of them and put them off to the side next to your floor plan. Alright, so you will do this for all of your cabinets and appliances. The reason I'm asking you to do that is so that in 3D view, you can view the different types of cabinets you have and then put in the correct ones by clicking on it. You then know the name and you can put those in the order that they should go in on your floor plan. So when you start inserting your cabinets in floor plan mode only, do not insert cabinets in 3D view, you want to start in the corner of your kitchen and work outwards. So the first cabinet you're going to put in is your corner cabinet. So here are some tips and tricks. When you're putting in a cabinet, you can use the space bar and that will rotate your cabinet 90 degrees and it will then snap to your wall nice. So I'll start my corner cabinet. Then I'm going to grab another one. Okay. Something else that's important to note is wherever your cursor is, that is showing the back of your cabinet. So 90% of the time, wherever your cursor is, that's the back of the cabinet. So I'm going to rotate this one once and then put my cursor towards the wall because that is the back of the cabinet. And I will show you in 3D view that that was the case. So I'm going to hide my ceiling, and then you could see this is the front of my cabinet. Okay, so work in floor plan mode, work your way out. Another tip and trick is that you want to turn on your thin lines. So up at the top, you do not want these thick lines. It's very hard to make your cabinet snap on the walls. So please turn that on, make sure it's highlighted blue, and then you'll be able to snap your cabinets easily to the walls. So what you're going to go ahead and do is focus on expanding your kitchen outwards, again starting at the corner and working outwards, putting in just your base cabinets and appliances. If you are option A or B, you can stop watching the video now. The remainder of the video will be for option C. Option C, you have an additional step that you need to take right in the beginning, and that's actually creating your walls in your Revit file because it wasn't given to you. So when you start creating walls, exterior walls are going to be generic 6-inch and interior walls are going to be 4 7/8 partition. When you start a new file, make sure it's architectural template, and then you're going to click on your wall and you're going to start building your walls. So I'm going to go to generic 6-inch because I'm going to do my exterior walls first. As you build, start building the size of your actual kitchen. So look at your sketch. Maybe this wall was 20 feet, then this wall was 15, and then maybe this one was 20, and then I had like an interior wall here, so I'm going to switch to 4 7/8 partition, and I'm going to make like a 10-foot wall there. Okay, so get the general shape of your kitchen close to the size. Your next step is to then use your dimensions and check them and make sure that they are correct, and then lock them so that they will not be changed. So the way to do that is use your little dimension tool up in the quick commands, and then this is very, very important. You need to click on wall faces, because when you measure the inside of your home, you were measuring the wall faces, not to the middle of the wall. So go to wall faces and then start adding in dimensions for your walls from inside to inside. Okay. And then you're going to start changing those dimensions to make them match what you actually dimensioned in your home. So I said this wall was 20 feet, so I'm going to click on my right wall because that one needs to move out in order for this wall to get longer. As I do that, you notice that my dimension turns blue. That allows me to change the dimension. Once I change the dimension and it is correct, I'm going to click on the dimension and lock it. That allows it to not change. So if I accidentally click on a wall, it won't move. It'll be locked in place. So I'm going to continue doing that for the rest of them. So I need this wall to move down so that that becomes 15 feet. Oops. Typed that in wrong. 15 feet. Click on my dimension and lock it. And again, I would continue doing that all the way around until all my dimensions were locked. And this one we'll say was correct. Okay? All right. Once you have all of your dimensions in, your next step is to click and select all your walls and change them to be the height of your ceiling. So if you don't know the height of your ceiling, you need to go home tonight and measure that height so that you can do this tomorrow. Once you select all of your walls, you're going to make your top constraint unconnected, and then your unconnected height of whatever your ceiling is. So maybe you have 9-foot ceilings, and hit apply. Very last step is creating a floor. So step number 4 is create a 12-inch generic floor wrapping around your walls. So on Revit, I'm going to go to Architecture tab, Floor, generic 12 inches perfect. Make sure I'm on Pick Walls, and then I'm going to pick around the outside of my walls. This one I got to kind of extend up on its own and connect them using my blue little dots and hit my green check mark. And now I have a floor. And that is it.